him. There we go. See, broadcasting's now in here, so now everybody can hear us. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 241 of Smark Snark. My name is Gunner, and that over there is Omega BR.
Well, I've already failed my New Year's resolution not to do this show anymore.
Well, I'm not terribly surprised. Somebody who's also failed their New Year's resolution, I'm looking at you, fatty. It's Jacob DDS. Who apparently is such a good technical producer that he can't actually come to his microphone and man the other computer at the same time.
Oh, there it is. Apparently having OBS open, it's the OBS window open negates my push to talk button. Could not have predicted that, probably. Also, go fuck yourself.
I'm back. Also with us is Vassar,
who has also failed his New Year's resolution of drinking less, as I have already spent my entire month's drinking money in the first 2 weeks.
Nat Jester.
Hi, everybody. How you doing? So can we talk a little bit about Wrestle Kingdom, please? Or New Year's Dash. Hey, I'm flexible that way.
We will be talking about Wrestle Kingdom 11th this week in our 15-minute time limit. And do me a favor. Save us, dog.
I already failed my New Year's resolution because I didn't have one. So I guess, I don't know, is that failing? I think that's success right there. I think I succeeded in my New Year's resolution.
My New Year's resolution is to see the Cowboys choke in their first playoff game this year. Hi, Ryan.
I thought Vassar's New Year's resolution was to drink more. I was going to congratulate you.
Well, yeah. I have another one, which is to go to a Lucha Underground show, and the further time goes on, that seems less and less likely because all their talent wants to leave.
And they keep delaying the tapings, too.
Yeah, which is kind of frustrating. We'll get into that later, though. By the way, fuck you, Victor Von Doom, from the comfortable chair seat thing that I got going over here in the Smark Snark studio.
Comfortable chair seat thing? What are you sitting on? I'm
sitting in my bed.
He's sitting on Net Jester's mother's face.
Pretty much. It's a rimming experience. WrestleMania 34 will be in New Orleans, which WWE officials decided upon after the city offered to make the event a big part of their 300-year celebration. The Undertaker versus John Cena is no longer on the books, but 7 or 8 main event level matches are in the works, with speculation being that Taker will face someone on the Raw roster, and Finn Balor will be back in time for the event. So, with Taker and Cena off for this year's WrestleMania, do you think they'll just push it off to next year?
Dream match?
Because somebody's going to decide that, that they're done, and it might be one of the two of them.
No.
If Taker has another one in him after this year, yeah, I could see next year being his retirement, but I, for one, am hyped for Demon versus Deadman.
I could see that happening, but I could also see Braun Strowman, which is the rumored opponent.
That's really what it's looking like right now.
Why?
Because it wasn't Strowman the one that came out and interrupted everyone, and Taker himself, and it's kind of clear that's what they're building to.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't get me wrong, I love me some Braun, but Taker needs someone to work around him at this point, which is why Finn would be such a great matchup. Or Cena, or anyone.
I really think that actually this will be the Giant Gonzalez here, if you would, because you every 2 years or 3 years that you have a Shawn Michaels or something like that, you need 1 year of Giant Gonzalez or A-Train.
No, I think they've kind of given up doing that because they really for the last 5-6 years they've kind of speculated on whether this will be his last match. So I think they want to make the most of it, whether it's remember Roman Reigns versus Undertaker was rumored for a bit there because they thought maybe the idea was, Cena Reigns is more of a rising star and Cena is more of a falling star. So
I think actually they're going to go Reigns Cena. Because if Braun doesn't have an opponent, then Cena will need an opponent. And if they do Reigns Cena, I think that makes a lot of sense.
I think you could see Taker retiring next year in New Orleans.
Yep.
Unless they're going to do a Dallas or a Texas WrestleMania anytime soon, which is probably not likely. That seems like the likely stop. So if they want to do something in between there, if they want Cena to be his last match, then obviously it's not going to happen this year. And also, Does anyone know what? Okay, so he's back, and WrestleMania doesn't define him, but he's basically never around, and no one knows when he's going to wrestle. Like, what is he going to do?
Who knows?
I'd go with whatever the hell he wants.
I think it's a little too early for us to start speculating WrestleMania main events. We'll do that. Let's put it this way: for the next 3 months, at least, until we get right up into the event. But meanwhile, there was a little pay-per-view over in Japan. You might have heard about it. Wrestle Kingdom was a high success for New Japan Pro Wrestling, earning them 10,000 new subscribers to New Japan World in 24 hours. Rumors of Kenny Omega being WWE bound circulated after John Cena posted several related posts on his Instagram. Omega's New Japan contract expires on January 31st and is unknown if he has signed a proposed 2-year extension. Kyle O'Reilly and Ray Rowe are expected to join WWE, while Jay Lethal, Christopher Daniels, Hangman Page, and Bobby Fish, of the latter of which had an offer from WWE, will stay with ROH. So, those 4 names, I'm not terribly surprised with staying with ROH, but Kyle not signing with ROH seems really shocking to me. The split of Red Dragon is very upsetting. However, Kenny Omega and WWE? I don't think so.
Not for another couple of years at least. Because he's having one hell of a run in New Japan, and if he re-signs, yeah, I could see him holding a belt or 2 in his in the following couple years in his run, and then coming to WWE.
I mean, is it just me, or is the fact that the AJ Styles method of doing things, which was originally the Finn Balor way of doing things, is really a very successful way to get yourself paid in America?
Yeah, but he's already done all of these things that no foreign wrestler's ever done in New Japan. And there's this one thing that he hasn't done yet, this one title he hasn't held, that he probably wants to. I can understand why he would want to go to WWE, and his stock has never been as high, but it just doesn't seem like he really cares. And he's been in WWE. He used to be in their developmental, and he left. So,
yep. I remember that. The dude even had a guest shot on this one sci-fi program that trailed right after WWE CW, and that sucker was whoa.
I could see him waiting until things kind of quiet down a bit. Not that they're going to quiet down, anytime soon, but as far as, they keep bringing more and more people in, so maybe he wants to. It's almost like the Hall of Fame in that instance. You bring in a group of guys. You don't just want to be one of the guys in the Hall of Fame. You want to be the featured person for that year.
And how about that Hall of Fame class this year that's been rumored? You guys heard about that?
We'll talk about that. About it.
Okay, all right, yeah.
I just want to say that you mentioned earlier that you're kind of surprised. You're saddened by Red Dragon splitting and kind of surprised that happened. To me, it's not a huge surprise. It was probably a long time coming, considering I love Bobby Fish, and he looks fantastic for his age, but he's starting to push 40. And Kyle O'Reilly just turned 30, or he's just about to. He's just entering the prime of his career, and Ring of Honor did not pull the trigger fast enough on him. And seeing some of the problems with Ring of Honor right now and how they've mismanaged so many talented guys, why would you stick around there? So it was either full-time New Japan or full-time WWE, and WWE's desperate to have a guy with the chops that Kyle O'Reilly has. Just the MMA
so he can
style.
just end up on 205 Live having gentlemen's challenges.
No, he's going to NXT for a good long while. He's a guy that I think he's the guy that takes the belt off of Shinsuke before he goes to the main roster. I think that's what they have in him.
We'll see.
I'm excited, though. I'm sad to see Raisins break up, but I love my boy Kyle. KO.
I love my boy Bobby Fish.
Hey, another KO. We could have 3 of them. It'd be sweet. And Omega can come. We could have 4 and make him a stable.
Oh, God.
That stable would kick ass.
It would be. It would be lights out. Sorry, I had to. WWE has hired announcer Vic. I'm not going to try to pronounce that last name. Travagliante?
Vic cunt.
Fucking cunt. According to PW Insider, he would reportedly use the name Vic Joseph. Vic has been the voice of House of Hardcore. He has also previously worked for the Cleveland Browns Network and CBS Cleveland.
Oh, Jesus. No wonder.
I know. Enzo Amore suffered a legitimate knee injury at the live event, so there's no timetable for his return to in-ring action. However, that's why he's been confined to the wheelchair.
I like his electric wheelchair, but
I love the electric wheelchair. I really hope they fling it out, and then Kane comes along.
Yeah, he gets sack-assed out of the wheelchair and wants his knees better.
Yes.
Shane Thorne of TM61 will undergo knee surgery that will put him out of action for several months. So TM61 taking time off. So that puts the tag division in kind of shambles.
I bet the Authors of Pain did that.
Oh my God. What's with all the knee injuries lately? Like last year, like everybody was getting hurt left and right. And this year just seems like everybody's either blowing out their knee or tearing something.
It was an arrow to the knee for this one.
Oh wow!
The joke sucked, and you should be
the oldest fucking meme possible.
Dude, I mean,
nobody else was gonna say it. And I've been playing whatchamacallit, the HD edition lately. So there you go.
Dude, athletes have been blowing out their knees for forever in every sport. I mean, that's just a thing that happens when you put that much pressure on your knee consistently.
Yeah.
Any athlete in any sport, football, you blow out your knee, could be done. That could be your career.
Yeah, but we've had 3 in the past month, plus Slater doing whatever he did to his leg.
Yeah, that's why I kicked your leg out of your leg.
Ouch.
All right. Let's see, the Terry Taylor class, the Performance Center, which is to groom talents considered imminent for the main roster, currently consists of TM61, Hideo Itami, Tommaso Ciampa, Gargano, Elias Sampson, Ty Dillinger, Cassius Ohno, Alexander Wolf, Cien Almas, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Other talents such as Bobby Roode, Eric Young, and Samoa Joe, have deals wherein they don't train at the center and aren't eligible for said position.
Why can't they
Holy
just,
cow.
Why can't
Oh,
they
no,
just
it's
let
back.
him,
I didn't hear this.
Why can't they just let him stay as Chris Hero?
Because Cassius Ohno is a great name, and it
a
would
great
be,
And his kick-ass theme,
But
too.
don't you realize
Yeah.
that by
We
having
could have
Cassius
KO versus
Ohno,
KO.
I was going to say, it's going to cause confusion.
Yeah.
Kevin
It doesn't
Owens,
matter.
KO.
It's a really weird thing how they just all of a sudden jump back on that every person needs a name, last name. Why?
yeah, exactly.
Why can't somebody
we
just
were
be named
original
like
push.
Blade or some shit?
Well, the original push that we were having was like the first name thing, like Cesaro. Like his first. Oh, somebody tell me his first name?
Antonio
Antonio.
Cesaro. I
don't
will
know why
never
they
forget
do
that name. I will never forget Big E Langston.
Why don't they just call him Claudio Cesaro?
You'd wonder. But okay, so out of those people, which one of them or which ones of them will debut in the Royal Rumble? Obviously, the best spot has to go to Ty Dillinger at 10.
Yes.
Man, if he doesn't debut it,
Dude, I hope the crowd is super hype and just counting 10, 10, 10 for the number 10 entrance, and then it's not a Tyler Dillinger.
Yeah,
He comes out
that's
11.
that's exactly what I see. Or he doesn't come out at all or something.
It'll be Rey Mysterio again.
Oh, fucking shit.
No, I don't think we need my left knee this year. But I think if he's coming back, freaking Finn Balor's coming back during the Rumble, don't you think?
I think we're getting swerved. I think that his knee is fine, or that whatever it is.
What?
That his shoulder, his shoulder is fine, or fine enough that he can rumble and then not appear on TV for a long while.
I don't buy it. All right, somebody read the next one because.
All right, this is the last one. Mike Hunt has filed.
That's Mark.
Mark Hunt has filed a civil lawsuit against Brock Lesnar and Dana White pertaining to his UFC 200 loss to Lesnar, stating that circumvented and obstructed fair competition for their own benefit, seeking damages in the millions. That doesn't surprise me. Floyd Mayweather recently revealed his counter-offer to Conor McGregor's $100 million fight purse for a match between the two, which was $15 million and a cut of the pay-per-view. So he's like, nah, fam, I'll just give you a cut of the pay-per-view, and it'll be the same. No.
Well, Floyd's logic is basically, his side is 100 million because that's what he makes. But McGregor's not even, McGregor's never even made 8 or 9 million for a fight. So how's he going to ask for 100 or even 20 or 30?
Well, I mean, think about this, right? The last fight that was actually a big deal for Floyd Mayweather cost $100 each person, and that did a whole whopping millions of buys. So yeah, I could see that, I could see him getting 50 instead of the 15 for the fight. And I could see the number being somewhere in the 1.5 million range for the fight number itself.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. Let's move on to other news.
All right,
well, that's
done.
it for the news. So we're going to do something a little different. Well, you know what? Fuck it. No, we're not going to bother because nobody's watching on YouTube, so I'm not going to bother to play an ad. But in the future, if people watch on YouTube, we will play ads between segments to help pay our bills, which include, Springer, web hosting, and having the chat line and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, that junk. But let me see if I can just switch monitors here. And we will have a 15-minute time limit.
All right, 15-minute time limit. Whatchamacallit? We're gonna first talk about, because we because we haven't talked about this yet, the rumored class of 2017. and then we'll get into Wrestle Kingdom hype. So the rumor names, or the names that have been announced already, they're going to go with Rick Rude, Natural Disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon, IRS / Mike Rotunda, Christian, William Regal, and DDP. Apparently, the headliner was going to be Taker, and that was the big headlining one day it would actually come in, but I don't know.
Why isn't The Rock been inducted yet?
Because he's not done.
He'll have a few matches still, sadly.
He's
not done by a long shot.
Of matches.
The two names on this list that needed to go in about a decade ago were DDP and Rick Rude. And Rick Rude especially. How did it take this long? It's just the saddest thing.
I would say have an IRS in there. That could have happened 10 years ago.
So, will Mika be on stage when Bo and Bray induct?
Is that the one that looks exactly like Bo?
Yeah,
yes.
It's the sister that...
Hopefully. She's been in those events before, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's been, in the crowd, but...
I thought they had a hot
She's
sister.
had tryouts before in the past also, but they never signed her.
Don't they
I can see. Go ahead.
I was going to say, don't they have a hot sister too?
That's just Bo and
the one who looks like Bo.
That's just Bo
Pretty
and
much,
drag. I mean, I guess that's my fetish now.
Bo and drag.
Yes.
Great.
Hey,
Yes.
don't judge
Commit to
me. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, it's like 2017, current year, dude.
It's legal in most states now.
I mean, what's current?
That's not that face. Oh, for the people on YouTube, you can see the picture of
That's real.
what is it, Nika? Yeah. Posted in our
Nico,
chat
my cousin, let's go bowling.
For the love of fuck.
There's all three of them.
I would probably still smash. I mean,
I didn't believe you until right now. Wow. Oh,
Really?
yeah, I would smash.
Would you do your taxes first?
What if
I would
what if her
probably
pussy
do-
hair looks like Bray's facial hair?
Follow the buzzards.
Man, then I'd smash twice as hard.
Follow the buzzards. Sister
Oh,
Abigail.
That is Sister Abigail, though. If they ever wanted to do it, man.
Yeah, they already have somebody that could be Sister Abigail, but it's never gonna happen.
I really wish they would convert Bo. I really wish Bray would just convert Bo into something even creepier than him. Like put him on a leash or something, do something weird. Own his soul or
We're
something.
getting real weird with this 15-minute time.
Yeah, we're down to 11 minutes 45.
Let's do the
So
Wrestle
let's.
Perfect. Perfect
Hold
for
on,
Wrestle
we're not going
Kingdom
to talk
11.
about. We're not going to talk about Christian. I
He
love
deserves
Christian.
to go in.
It's Christian.
Maybe as part of the tag team with Edge, but on his own, does he really deserve to go in?
Well, look, this idea that who deserves to go into the Hall of Fame is, retarded. It's just to give guys one last pop. All right? It's a fucking works Hall of Fame.
That
Who cares?
the certain people are going to accept the money for that kind of thing, and Christian obviously isn't doing too much. Jay does a really good job of doing his own thing. However, I feel really bad for him too because his retirement wasn't exactly the most necessary of things.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to get into Wrestle Kingdom here. We're going to go past this 15-minute time limit because I guarantee you that we're going to have a lot to talk about.
You got 10 minutes.
We'll go with the
49.
pre-show. Michael Elgin won the New Japan Rumble. He went the distance, and poor Cheeseburger. Poor
Fucking
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger went out hard.
but he is the new hot thing, isn't he? Cheeseburger.
Japan
He's
loves cheeseburger.
Yeah, his stock is shooting up high.
Raw, pink meat.
Who doesn't love cheeseburger though?
Exactly. Tiger Mask W defeated Tiger in the Dark.
Literally Kota Ibushi versus ACH.
Right.
And
Pretty much, but
pretty hilarious that ACH is Tiger the Dark too.
I was
Literally
hoping that they would have
Reddit,
more
the
of
wrestling
the
match.
characters like from the anime surrounding the ring, but they didn't.
I'm just happy that ACH got to wrestle at Wrestle Kingdom. I know it wasn't him technically, but it's still cool.
IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match. Roppongi Vice beat the Young Bucks. I mean, in the perpetual let's pass around the title some more, Mr. Rocky Romero is now a 7-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion, which is a new record.
God damn.
Yeah, this was a hell of a Wrestle Kingdom for title changes.
I think there were 6 in total.
I liked the match. I just think it was kind of pointless to take the titles off the Young Bucks because you know they're just going to have them back at some point.
Some point shortly. Yeah,
I do. I don't disagree though with giving Rocky Romero that mark as the 7-time IWGP Junior Tag Champ, giving him that record because he'll never approach the junior title. He'll never approach anything else in New Japan, and he's been a mainstay in that division forever. So it was cool, and it was a good match, and the ending was fun. I liked the match, but man, those Bucks are bringing those titles back.
I always love those juniors, the junior matches. The never open weight 6-man tag team championship gauntlet match. Los Ingognables de Japón defeated Bullet Club, Chaos, and Satoshi Kojima, David Finlay, and Ricochet.
First of all, very good on the name there. I tried it about 6 times and I still couldn't get that. But yeah, damn fun.
I'm a masochist, so I want you to pronounce it.
No, really?
Yep.
The Mexican fuckers.
Well, first off, you've got Yanka mooing like a cow, so he's in pain already. But I'll try it.
But that's his sounds of pleasure. I mean, that's what
right.
Himself.
Look.
Il n'hables disbles le Japon.
Okay, it's not.
It's not fucking French.
Wait a minute, is Lee and not Lay? Okay. Got that
wrong.
It's fucking Spanish.
De Japon.
Okay, we clearly need color in this podcast.
I got to point this out. Like, Naito can say it and roll the R, and he grew up speaking Japanese. That Jester can't even pronounce it.
I admit that. I can't pronounce it.
All right.
But no, this was a fun match. I kind of enjoyed it, to be perfectly honest. I didn't think it was the best, but it was definitely a lot of fun.
Oh, it was a fun gauntlet match, that's for damn sure.
Cody defeated Juice Robinson.
You were talking about the IWGP Junior titles getting passed around. These belts are just...
Bro, they just started this year.
Trophies.
They're for Bullet Club and for Los Ingobernables to pass around, basically.
There's too many fucking belts in New Japan.
And now Suzuki Gun, too.
Oh, and Suzuki Gun, of course. Because, by the way, Vance Archer, we interviewed him on this show.
Yes, we did. I remember that.
I was going to say, even the Young Bucks had their own set of belts, didn't they?
Excuse me, I'm just thinking about the gauntlet match and what's his name and his posse, especially that bunny girl.
Oh, dear Jesus. Moving on.
Yujiro.
Yujiro. Cody Rhodes defeated Juice Robinson. I'm okay with this.
Even though Juice should carry it.
This match sucked, but I'm happy Juice is getting a push.
Is it just me, or is Cody kind of leaning back on his name as opposed to having good matches?
Dude, Cody's been awful.
Yeah,
his entire indie run, save PWG. Bulla,
Right.
he was
Even
he
his
was good.
PWG match was kind of.
It was pretty good.
It
was-
wasn't fucking what's his face. What the fuck's his fucking name? Asshole. AJ Styles against AJ Styles. Fucking Kurt Hawkins belt.
Oh yeah,
But-
it wasn't anywhere near. It was a good match. It wasn't crazy.
But Cody just seems like he's just kind of running the motions instead of pouring his heart out into it. It's kind of sad, and it's making me angry to like.
He's
see
not pouring himself into his character right now, and that's what really I
He's,
think.
hey, listen, he's still getting over the trauma of having to be fucking Stardust. Okay, give the motherfucker some time.
Every time, by the way, I love The Weeknd, and every time fucking I'm a motherfucking Starboy comes up, I just keep getting this urge to make a Stardust video, but I don't want to turn it into like Linkin Park DBZ kind of shit. But I mean, that's basically what it is.
Did anybody see the
Look
new
what you've done.
Star Wars movie? Because there's a line where he goes, "My Stardust." He's talking about his star. That's all I could think about was cutting to Cody Rhodes.
Same.
Ring of Honor World Championship match. Adam Cole defeated Kyle O'Reilly. No one cared, but Adam Cole,
baby.
You know, we didn't really talk about how fucked up the world title situation in Ring of Honor is because of all these guys leaving. They need to find someone fast, and it can't be Lethal. Like, if they give the title back to Lethal, that's just going to be the death nail of it. Like, they'll lose all momentum they've had.
It'll be Juice. Watch. It'll be or Moose rather. Excuse me. It'll be Moose again.
Moose is in TNA, dude.
Oh, that's right. Moose is in TNA. Never mind. I confused Moose and Juice all the time.
Like, their best bet right now is Donovan Dijak.
Leo Rush, I want to believe.
I know, right? Leo Rush debuting in PWG, by the way, in February. Get hyped for that.
Oh my god, yes.
IWGP Tag Team Championship 3-way match. Toru Yano and Tomohiro Ishii defeated the Great Bash Heel and the Gorillas of Destiny. Holy shit, there were a fucking lot of fucking swear fucking words in this motherfucking match. Holy fucking balls.
This fucking match.
Yep.
Oh my god.
But hey, wait a second. Toru Yano is the heavyweight tag team champion right now. Think about that for a second.
That is amazing. Brick, buy DVD.
Buy DVD.
All right, 2 minutes.
IWGP Junior Heavy Championship match. Hiromu Takahashi defeated Kushida, which, by the way, his championship reign has been awesome.
God damn it, I'd love Kushida, but yeah, to see him lose, that was a great match, actually.
I enjoyed it. I think he made himself this year.
I think that was the second best match on the show.
Yeah.
I really do. After going back and watching all of them, like, those two put on a hell of a match, and it did not get anywhere near the credit that even Naito and Tanahashi got. Like, that was a great fucking match. And now they're building Takahashi versus, what's his name? The guy who he had a long feud with in CMLL. That's going to be his next title match, too.
Yep. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, this junior division is hot right now, especially with the fact that they don't have any. I mean, I know this is going to sound really, kind of stupid, but they don't have any Gaijin near the top at the moment, and I think that
look at this fucking weeaboo saying Gaijin.
I think that it's real. I think that it's actually really doing them a service to keep basically the Japanese talent on top for that particular division. Because you normally associate juniors with Americans and that kind of thing. So,
dude, Dragon Lee. That's
exactly.
It's basically
Dragon Lee.
Kamataichi versus Dragon Lee in
please.
Japan.
Yes,
it's going to be amazing.
Give me money. Never Openweight Championship match. Goto finally wins the Never Openweight Championship after beating Shibata's fucking face in.
This match was brutal.
Typical. I mean, at this point, I've gotten used to Shibata matches.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, like you know that they're gonna hit themselves, hit until you yourself are knocked out while you're watching it. But at the same time, it's like, oh, you guys did this, okay, all right, yeah. And it's kind of like watching a chair shot to the head for the 100th time.
It is hilarious watching Goto and Shibata beat the piss out of each other for however long that match went on.
Okay, so let's back things up here a bit. So for Wrestle Kingdom 10, Goto was like the number 2, right next to Naito. For this, we're ignoring that. For Naito for this push for the whatchamacallit, for the Intercontinental or Heavyweight, being the next person and whatnot. And look where Naito is, and look where Goto is right now. I mean, Goto isn't that far behind, but at the same time, he's doing neverweight matches.
I prefer Swiss on Pumpernickel to Goto on Shibata.
Really?
Light booing.
So let's talk about the 2 matches that are the most important wrestling matches that you'll probably watch in the next 6 months. Well, basically until
Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns?
Yes, sir. It's going to be Roman Reigns against Chris Jericho. The rematch for the United States Championship on a pole.
No, the match of the year is going to be the Royal Rumble, where you see Goldberg and Roman Reigns spearing literally everyone that enters.
Yeah, all those fucking bland vanilla midgets. They deserve it.
I expect the New Day to be eliminated by a spear, like a collective 2-person spear, like eliminating the 3 of them somehow. But c'est la vie. All right. Tetsuya Naito defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. Holy poop. Holy poop.
The one guy, the one title change I wanted on that show, and it didn't happen, of course.
And all of the rest of them did. Good match. Good match, but the biggest parts were the entrances, where Naito had a fucking kick-ass giant all-seeing eye, and Tanahashi's new theme. What do y'all think? I'm sure everyone's heard it by now.
I'm sorry, but Go Ace does nothing for me.
The new theme is okay. I'm not happy with it.
It's no high voltage.
Yeah, it's no high voltage. It's hey, Tanahashi's. Every time you hear this now, you realize that Tanahashi's a little washed up.
Danger, danger, high voltage.
Yeah, kind of sad. And people, you could tell in the audience, they had no fucking idea what was going on until the match started, and then they were like, "Oh, okay, it's Tana."
Right. All right, and then we have to talk about this match. Okada defeating Omega.
Terrible match.
Terrible match. Fucking stars.
Meltzer rated this match 6 stars.
It is honestly one of the best matches I have ever seen in my life.
I thought it exposed the business. Way too many kickouts. -6 stars. Wouldn't have watched again.
Shut up.
Well, you see, I thought it was a bit risky. I mean, come on. I expected some sort of comedy spot from Omega. I was waiting for the blow-up doll to show up, or the 9-year-old. No,
Jesus.
This match was a classic.
I'm sure you were waiting for the 9-year-old, dude.
I like it how he goes for the 9-year-old
into
and
that
not
one,
the blow-up
didn't you?
doll. But
Well, that blow-up doll can wrestle.
You would know. Don't you charge like $20 a video for 5 minutes?
Let's split the difference and say he had a 9-year-old blow-up doll.
Ew.
That's you.
That's disgusting.
A blow-up doll that's 9 years old because he really liked it.
All right.
Okay, so this match, seriously, the best match that you will probably watch in the next 5 years. It is a classic wrestling match. I would, if you are getting into wrestling, if you have somebody who likes wrestling, if you have a girlfriend who doesn't like wrestling, and you want to show them a wrestling match that they could get into instantly and enjoy thoroughly and be told, well, that's the best that we've got, and that's the best that it is, and when it's good, it's really, 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 really good. This is it. I mean, it had everything you needed. You knew the story going in. You didn't... Every time, and the first spinning tombstone, I thought that was it. I totally thought that was it because I knew the spoilers, right? But then he kicked out, and I was like, "Wait, what? That was a perfect ending. That would have been a perfect little ending, and everybody would have loved it." But then they went on for like 3 more minutes, and I just porned over the whole thing.
Yeah, and that ending exposed the business.
But when Austin said that this is one of the best matches he's ever seen, that's really good.
In 2 matches this year, Kenny Omega has 11 stars on a 10-star scale.
Yes.
Yep.
How fucking fantastic has he
Turned it
been?
up to 11.
I know Naito won the MVP, but Kenny this year is like probably one of the best years a wrestler's ever had, period.
And that's the thing, right? I mean, think about this for a moment. When Kenny Omega came into New Japan for this particular run, he just came in as the cleaner, which was like a mid-card Bullet Club
comedy gimmick.
Right, a comedy gimmick where he went after the junior heavyweight belt. And that was fine. He knew he was in New Japan for a while, and he did a really good job of, going back and forth and whatnot, and being, the good soldier or the good Samaritan, that kind of thing. But if you told me then that this is where he'd be now, I wouldn't believe you.
Dude, just the idea of a foreign-born wrestler winning the G1 still blows my mind. And it's been half a year.
I remember watching the G1 and like every night watching the points, and then once I realized he actually had a chance, because he went from being like tied for like pretty low in the ratings to just winning a bunch of matches and being the guy to freaking make it to the finals. It's just, it's been one hell of a year.
What was I going to say? All right. That's it. I think we're done. Dairy Queen drive-through.
I guess. Let's see here. Buttons and this.
Hopefully.
Dairy Queen drive-through.
There we go.
All right. Ratings, Vassar.
And now for the ratings. Starting off as usual is TNA Impact Wrestling with 290,000 viewers, up from the New Year's special of 224,000 viewers. And on to Raw, 2.97. Damn it. Numbers are hard, and I'm not even on anything. On to Raw, 2.907 million viewers, down from the 3.046 million the week previous. And finally, SmackDown with 2.533 million viewers, down from the 2.596 million the week previous. And that is it for the ratings.
We're going to do dog with the birthdays. There's a couple.
Happy birthday on the 8th of this month to Chris Masters, Danny Inferno, DJ Pringle, Peggy Lee Leather, Jason Cross, Sheba or Siba, don't know if that's Spanish or Japanese, I have no idea, Bengala, La Mascara, Super Mega, Benicio Salazar, Beef Wellington, Rey Mysterio Sr., Bull Nakano, and Bushwhacker Luke. On the 8th, happy birthdays on the 9th to the newly signed Heidi Lovelace. Congratulations as well. Kaita Yano, Bolt Brady, Silver King, Keshin Black, Todd Grisham, soon to be head UFC announcer. Todd Grisham.
Whoa. I heard he joined the team, not that he was going to be the head announcer.
Oh,
Yes.
thank fucking God. But happy birthday on the 9th, anyway. And Magnum Tokyo on the 9th as well.
Magnum Dong.
Happy birthday on the 10th to Buff the Stuff Bagwell, to Brian Lawler. That's a tag team that needed to happen a long time ago. Vic the Bruiser, Tamina Snuka, Raquel, Kiko Taro, Negro Casas, and Colonel De Beers. Happy birthdays on the 11th to Kyle Cassidy. Yo.
That 10th though, that is an awesome Survivor Series team.
That's I think, man, Buff Bagwell and Brian Lawler, it would have been a good tag team. I really think so. Happy birthdays on the 11th then. June Ogawochi. I completely fucked that up. Mascarita Sagrada. Groon Triple X, a.k.a. Granda. Luciferno. And Abdullah the Butcher. Happy birthdays on the 12th to Aries. ZZ Lupe. TaylorMade. Tiger Mask the 5th, Chrissy Vane, B. Brian Blair.
I never respect him again.
That's okay. I was wondering who the fuck that was. Now I know. Luna Vachon,
bro.
And Big Dick Dudley. Happy birthday. That's today. Happy birthday today, Big Dick Dudley. You the man.
He died.
Oh. Shit.
You're not supposed to get that out.
Jesus.
But no, B. Brian Blair was a part of the Killer Bees.
Yes.
B. Brian Blair, Jumping Jim Brunzell.
Great athlete, great high jumper, but that little fag Brian Blair.
Can we move on?
Happy birthday on the 13th, Chad Gaspard, Rockin' Rebel, Mason Ryan, Yujiro Takahashi, and Bunny as well. I'm sure we'll give him a very happy birthday. Tadasuke, Butcher, Kelly Hughes, and Bruce Hart. And then happy birthdays on the 14th to Gene Snitsky, Michael Stevens, Veronica Weiss, Masanobu Fuchi, or Fuki, I have no idea, Charles Weir, Ernest the Cat Miller, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Those are the birthdays.
Hey, Doug, can I
Wow,
lick your feet?
hell of a loaded birthday week.
Can I what?
Can I lick your feet?
No.
This
Yeah,
fucking
got it.
show. This fucking show. And now.
No. I have a new microphone,
okay.
and I'm back. Yes,
Gross.
you finally got it. Jesus Christ.
No, I don't want to think about that shit.
Get the gimp.
I want to think about you and
Bring out the gimp.
sick perversion.
Bring out the gimp.
I'll go get the gimp.
God, I remember that too. It's the worst part. Oh, excuse me. Hold on a second. All right.
How often do you think they fed the gimp? Because you remember he was in that box. You think they like what was that guy's diet like?
Oh, he looked pretty. No, I don't want to think about what his diet was.
He just got a whole lot of sausage.
Jesus, can we do This Week in Wrestling History, please?
And now it is time for This Week in Wrestling with Omega BR.
Yes, this weekend, wrestling history circa 1945, where Gus Winsbar defeats Yappy Joe for the Tennessee World Middleweight title in Nashville, Tennessee, beginning his second reign. Jump to 1953, where Harold Sakata and Toy Yamamoto defeat John Praetorian and Kurt Von Poppenheim to win the NWA Pacific Northwest Tag Team title, beginning their second reign. And in 1957, Al Cashy defeats Lord James Blears for the vacant NWA Beat the Champ International Television title in Los Angeles, California. And that was this weekend, wrestling history.
Happy trails this week to honorary WWE superstar Drax Shadow, aka Elijah Mainville, who passed away at age 9 from neuroblastoma cancer. I'm hoping that him and Connor the Crusher can feud forever with Macho Man Randy Savage. I'm just saying. And Ultimate Warrior. And happy trails also to former WWF star Rex King, a.k.a. Timothy Well of Well Done, who passed at the age of 55 due to complications from kidney failure. Our thoughts, hopes, prayers, etc. go out to the families of Mr. Rex King and Mr. Drax Shadow. Okay. What should we watch this week in wrestling? Here we go. We're going to go down the list here. Yanko DDS, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
How do you always know when I'm not prepared? I was trying to fix my pop filter. Shit. Hold on. I'll just hold it up. Here we go. How's that? Am I popping? Is it popping my P's?
Pop.
How about my S or my T? Those sound okay? All right. Fuck you.
It just sounds like
anyway, shit, I don't know. I didn't get to watch SmackDown this week, so I'm going to watch SmackDown. And then, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch SmackDown.
Vassar, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
All of Wrestle Kingdom 11 again, because tomorrow's the Jim Ross and Josh Barnett commentary of it.
Samus Dog, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
Go watch Hiromu Takahashi versus Kushida again.
HKK, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
Last night's episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
But it's got to be wrestling related, man. Not
They did a wrestling episode once, therefore it's wrestling related.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
That episode is great, by the way.
The Always Sunny wrestling episode. Fine. Omega BR, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
Something that hasn't aired yet. You should watch the United Kingdom tournament this weekend. I believe it starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Time here in the States, 8 p.m. GMT across the pond. And they showed off the belt on Blue Peter, which is a British show of some sort. And,
I can't imagine what something called Blue Peter would be about.
Well, their logo is a pirate ship, so...
Oh, Jesus.
A lot of seamen, I imagine.
God damn it, Omega BR. That's what I get for interrupting you.
The whole vessel right there.
Anyway, the belt does look. It looks exactly like it looked in the tournament logo. In the press conferences and everything, but it very nicely intricate. It's very nice.
Looks damn
It's
good.
the best belt design they've had in quite a few years.
I think it's just as good as the Universal Championship that they had a long time ago. Back in the early 2000s, and
The what?
The
Universal-
Undisputed.
Undisputed. That's what I meant. Undisputed. I words there. Yeah.
No, it's really nice. If you were watching on the YouTube feed, you'd be able to see. I've got it pulled up right now. It is a beautiful belt. It's got a nice coat of arms kind of thing going on. For some reason, there's a rook with a crown on it, which is a little weird.
Royalty, that's why Kingdom.
It's a classic British thing.
So I'm actually going to suggest to you guys, because I was stuck without internet for the past couple of days. I had downloaded some stuff. I'm going to suggest two things. Number one, the entirety of the 2008 King of the Ring tournament. Can anyone tell me who won 2008?
William Regal, and it was on Raw.
Yes, and it was awesome. And the finals was him.
And then he got busted for roids, and his push ended.
Right, which was awful. But it was him and Punk in the finals, and it was a great match. I really enjoyed that. And also from Raw, from that particular era, Chris Jericho versus CM Punk in a steel cage match. Which, if you think about it, that's awesome.
I remember they had a street fight that was pretty good between the two of them. When
yes,
was that?
that was on a pay-per-view in 2012 or 2013 or something like that. Yep, and that was also very good, because that was the one where Jericho was like, "Hey, your sister's a drug addict,
a dirty whore."
Yes, a dirty whore. I love it. Oh. All right, so a couple plugs. We have a Patreon. Check us out on there. We have a Twitter. We have a Facebook. You can check us out on all of those /Smark Snark. SmarkSnark.com is where you're going to find us at home. SRS Podcast. If you have a Skype, you can call in and you can leave a message and we will play it on the show. We have a YouTube, youtube.com/SmarkSnark. We will go live there every week so that you can get the video representation of our podcast. And yeah, I think that's it.
Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Skype. Podcastthemes.com provides
Thank you,
our awesome
podcastthemes.com.
theme song.
Yeah, all right. So, from all of us here, thank you all very much for listening, and just keep busting. Makes me feel good.
No.
Busting.
Bustin'.
Good night, Petersburg.